So the other day while I was at work, the boys went to mog on some women at UNT. We're going to be talking about that, and along with that, we're going to be talking about how the Republican Hype House on TikTok was banned recently. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the KGB show.
I'm Kaden.
I'm Gabe.
I'm Blake.
And as you guys saw from the intro, Blake and producer Lance went over to UNT for a pro-life march. Me and Gabe unfortunately couldn't attend. And Blake will share a few words about his experience.
Yeah, unfortunately, these losers were wage slaving. But yeah, me, producer Lance, we all hopped into producer Lance's girlfriend's car, and we drove up to UNT for a pro-life vigil that was being held to commemorate all the dead children lost to abortion over the past decades. That abortion has been legal in this disgusting country. And yeah, we were confronted by Antifa. They showed up after having previously, for the past couple of days before that, posted about specifically producer Lance over there, calling him a neo-Nazi, a white supremacist, all that stuff. And yeah, we showed up. We mogged on them. It was a great time. John Doyle was there with his megaphone. It was epic. We're going to play some clips for you right now. Take a look.
Disgusting and vile. Disgusting. Thanos was right. Thanos was right. You guys all belong in a mental asylum. A mental asylum. Look at what you're wearing. Take off your mask. So true. Discord mod. You're a Discord mod. Where's your fedora? Where is your fedora? Donald Trump is a greater American than George Floyd. It's true. It's true. It's true. For every statue we have of Floyd, we need at least 10 of the Donald. I mean, do we agree? What's my picture, bro? You know, you love us. We know it. We're the best. We're the best around. Christ is king. 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 We know you're sexually attracted to us, so stop following us.
You are the better looking ones.
We are the hottest people on campus right now, and you know it. So true. You know, I say it all the time.
I don't like Joe Biden. I don't care if he's the president.
Only 400 kids died out of the 5 million.
So yeah, as you saw from those clips, we had a pretty good time. Antifa was being loud. They were being annoying. These autistic kids. Someone brought just a whistle and just started whistling the whole time. It was really annoying. Now you might take a look at those videos and you might think, well, why are y'all just making fun of them? Because the majority of it is just us making fun of them, calling them fat and disgusting, which is literally so true. And the reason for this is that, you know, we would never throw the first punch. The way that event went was the person running it had a nice speech written. About 2 minutes into his speech, you hear this she-male from across the from across the courtyard start yelling,
Cucumba,
you,
cucumba.
you, kill yourself, all this stuff. And when that is what you're given, what are you going to give back? Are you going to sit there and be like, no, have a conversation with me. Let me explain to you the ethics and morals behind abortion. No, because these people are not going to listen. These people are spiritually and mentally sick, and they're already set in their ways. They're not going to change. So what you have to do is make them look like morons. You make them look like idiots, so that the people in the middle would say, wow, I don't want to be like those losers over there. Look how disgusting they are. They're fat.
So yeah, it is true. They are quite literally a lost cause, and that's why us showing up and making it known that they are a lost cause will sway people in the middle, and that's who we're targeting.
Man, people
for
at
most
this
of this
event,
stuff.
like one of the first things they started talking, like they were yelling at us, start talking about the Bible supports abortion. The Bible supports abortion. They started throwing us all these Bible verses, which I'm pretty sure they're like from the Old Testament, where there's something about like killing the kid if
Was it a sacrifice thing?
No, it was like an out of wedlock thing.
Oh.
But it's like Jewish law. I don't care about that. I'm a Christian. That doesn't apply to me.
True.
But anyways, yeah, they started. Look, at one point there was this really sweet girl who started having a conversation from the other side with producer Lance's girlfriend, and it was nice. It unfortunately kept getting interrupted because there were cops there who had to keep dividing people because people from the other side kept trying to come and fight us. There was this one black guy who walked up, comes up to everyone individually, kill yourself, kill yourself, kill yourself, kill yourself. And then the very last person he said that to, he got all up in their face, like right here. And the cops had to step in and pull him off of them. It was about to be a fight that break out. But anyways, yeah, these people, we're not going to change their minds. So we just got to make them look like idiots, quite frankly.
We do. And again, they won't change their minds. They're not going to listen to us at all whatsoever. So we gotta just, the people that we should be having conversations with are the people that either want to have conversations with us or the people in the middle that, you know, are somewhat open to changing their minds. These people, we can't. It's inevitable that they will never change their minds.
It's true. It's true.
Very, very sad and unfortunate too. Now, Kaden, you went to a pro-choice event pretty recently in Dallas, right?
True. I did go to a pro-choice event. So, as you guys know, we went Texas mode recently, and the heartbeat bill was passed. So a few weeks ago, we took to the streets of Dallas to see what the people thought. When we went, there was a big pro-abortion march going on with all these disgusting people, as you would expect. And we went up. We were very calm. We went to the back of the park just to, watch and see how everything was being run and operated. And, of course, there was fat black women twerking on stage because that means abortion's good.
Yo, Lizzo?
If Lizzo was fatter and blacker.
Yo, if I could just interject for a second. Official KGB stance on the heartbeat bill. Not good enough. Step in the right
not
direction.
far enough.
But life does not begin at heartbeat, my friend. It begins about 6 weeks earlier.
True.
That is true.
We need to ban abortion completely, and people will call me an extremist for this, but in any case, literally in any case, no life is worth more than another. No human life is worth more than another. In every case.
True.
Right?
Now, good point there. I do that leads me to this topic. Well, what if it endangers the life of the mother? There's no reason you would have to have an abortion, as an abortion is performed right now, whether it be through a suction cup, tearing the baby limb from limb, or a pill-induced abortion. That is never necessary to save the life of the mother. If the pregnancy is causing complications that may or may not affect the life of the mother, then it's a medical procedure in which the doctor would do their very best to save both the mother and the child. And if one has to go, unfortunately, or it would in basically every case be the child, then that's a tragic event. It's not an abortion. You would never perform an abortion to save someone's life. That just doesn't happen.
And we could talk about, too, most of these mothers who, their lives are in danger, they want those kids. We're not talking about these people. We're talking about the people that want to go out and just kill their babies, either for fun or because they're not responsible enough or whatever, and they're like, oh, this is my last resort. This is my only resort. Not even the last. They don't even go through all the other things.
These people are so obsessed with having sex all the time, unprotected sex, that that they just... abortion is natural in their minds, which it's disgusting to see.
It's not. It's super unnatural.
Yeah.
It's the product of liberalism, even classical liberalism, because liberalism is the liberation of the individual from all restraints, societal, political, economic, religious, and natural. That's why liberalism has devolved into, from the classical liberals like Locke and Hobbes, has devolved into killing your baby because it liberates the woman from the biological responsibility of bearing a child. That's the same thing with transgenderism. It liberates the individual from the bounds of their own gender, their biological sex, right? Very disgusting stuff. Now, I will say, back on the topic of the heartbeat bill, the best part about living in Texas is just walking around knowing that women are incapable of killing their babies by the time they know that they're pregnant. Because you don't know you're pregnant by 6 weeks. So you find out and it's already too late. Sucks for you, idiot.
True.
Maybe wear a condom.
Maybe don't have sex.
Very true.
Until
Also,
you're married. Until
it's
you
true.
actually want to have a child.
Mm-hmm. And at this park, so like I said before, we were very peaceful, right? Until a transgender, right, holding the brand new trans flag.
One with black people on it.
The one with black people.
The one that's like,
'cause black people are gay.
Yeah, it's like, no, but it's like, they have the LGBTQIA whatever plus, they have that, and then they're like, what would really be cool if we just added black people to this flag. That would be really cool. Like, these people are so they're too, like, in their minds, they're just too woke. They're like, no, black people would love this. Yeah, fun fact, I'm pretty sure like 50% of black people don't support anything you guys say.
It's true.
So, like, I don't know why you guys did that.
Pretty sure it's more than that. Like, look, I grew up in Atlanta. You talk to black people. They don't like this gay stuff. They really don't.
They're not the
really
most.
don't.
They're not the most
true.
LGBT friendly group of people.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this tranny came up and started twerking in front of us, drew a lot of attention towards us, till the police escorted us out of this public park. I don't see what we did wrong. I feel like they should have been escorted out. We were there simply watching, observing, and we were harassed by trannies. Which, seems to be a common theme at these types of events. And once we left, the cop stood with us on the other side of the street to make sure we didn't go back. And then we gave up on trying to get in. So as we were leaving, Antifa, that was strapped with ARs, decided to follow us for a few blocks. Yeah, and they followed us down the street. We weren't carrying. So it was a little scary, but... yeah, they didn't want us there. We were very unwelcome.
They don't welcome us pretty much anywhere if you're public about what you do. I mean, like, they were all, Kaden, producer Lance and producer Lance's girlfriend, they were wearing their MAGA merch, their patriotic wear, which,
It's just everyday
it's
clothes
just
for
everyday clothes for Lance. Lance has all his patriotic shirts. He lines them up
Unfortunately,
every single day.
he didn't have a
wears them.
Spidey suit on that day.
If he
Unfortunately,
had
he
the
did.
Spidey suit on, y'all could have stayed.
Yeah,
That's
I think
true. I think that's a pass in every. I think if you're wearing Lance's Spidey suit, you can just go into the White House. Quite frankly,
Very true.
It has to specifically be Lance's Spidey suit,
Yeah,
though. It
not
can't be
any
anyone else.
Spidey suit.
Fun fact, he made his own mask.
that
He
is
did.
true.
I helped him make it. I
Many
helped
don't
him
know
make
this.
He
but
took
did.
he took my Sharpie and decided to draw black on his mask to make
Yeah.
it look cooler.
Yeah. But they don't allow us. They don't allow us anywhere. They kick us out of places for being for loving this country or for wanting to save this country, for being conservative, and they kick us off everything. They kick us out of parks, out of public parks. They kick you out of college. I know there's people watching this who have been kicked out of college or have had complications with college.
Even in a state like Texas, even a public park in the state of Texas, this really says something. Texas, you would think, is the most Republican state. It's the most red state. But even in a state like Texas, you walk around wearing Trump merch, you're counter-protesting, people trying to kill their babies. Police will escort you out of a park.
Yeah.
And
Crazy stuff.
looking at this campus, UNT, I don't go to college campuses very often because I hate college. But just seeing all the people there, seeing these types of people with their fluoride stares and their baby killing support, it's really scary that, like, that's a Texas camp. I can't imagine what the other colleges in this country are like. We are totally screwed. Our next episode needs to be called Avoiding the Eternal Black Pill, because that's what I'm feeling right now.
Yeah.
We
It is
have
true.
a therapy session.
We've been recently black pilled heavy.
Very true.
Reasons, a lot.
We'll go into it in the next video.
Yeah,
That's
next
actually
video,
a great
next
topic.
video.
One reason, going into what Gabe is about to talk about.
Yeah, so Republican Hype House banned on TikTok, right? This is the biggest right-wing page on TikTok, and it has been for the past year. When I joined, we were at about 400,000 followers. I think Blake joined a little prior, a couple weeks prior. And then we reached to 1.2 million followers, and it was great. We were posting, but we recently got into this, oh, you're banned for a week, and we normally shrug those off. All of a sudden, the day after the pro-life march, the one that got raided by Antifa, we get permanently banned. Now, we've been permanently banned one other time. I think it was a year ago, and we actually got that back up. We contacted TikTok, but it seems really grim right now.
Yeah,
it seems like we're not going to be back up.
It's looking gloomy, boys. We're having a bad time. Now, look, like he said, we've been banned before. Usually it would be a post-ban. Interestingly enough, like, we were just post-banned for a week before we got actually banned, but it'll be a comment ban or a live ban. I got us into a comment ban for typing Coomer moment. It was in my TikTok I made about pornography, which is in our last episode, which you should go watch, by the way, because it's a masterpiece.
It's a Kakumba map.
It's a Kakumba masterpiece. But yeah, someone in the comments started. They said, "I don't care if it's bad for me. I'm still gonna do it." And I typed Coomer moment because, that's a total Coomer moment. You're just making excuses and you're making justifications for your own addiction. And we got banned from commenting for that. I didn't think it was that bad. The owner of the RHH was like, "Blake, you can't say that. That's disgusting." I thought it was funny. I thought it was hilarious, but
Was there anything wrong said?
it was literally so true.
Yeah, it was an
It
accurate
was.
depiction of the situation.
But it's all right,
Because now
It
we're
isn't
totally
all right.
Because
It
now we're
isn't all
totally
right.
banned. Hey, it
'Cause
doesn't
now-
matter. Now we're totally
doesn't
banned.
matter. We're completely banned. We can't even post. We can't comment. We can't do anything. We're restricted to our personal accounts where most of us don't even post on anymore because of TikTok's heavy shadow bans and just bans that demotivate us. The RHH was pretty much the most we had, right? Like it got banned pretty much the least out of our personal accounts somehow, and now it's gone.
And
true.
and like Blake says, I've heard him say it many times, for us to be successful as a movement, we have to occupy all fronts. True. And this is a front we're getting kicked off of, and it's really sad to see. I don't know how we're going to bounce back.
Very
but
true.
We'll figure it out.
I've always said I hate TikTok. I've been making TikToks for a while now, but I absolutely despise TikTok. It's disgusting. It's degenerate. It's basically a porn website. But at the same time, it is the most one of the most popular social media platforms
Probably the most
that
popular.
exists. And if we're to be successful as a political movement, we have to be there. We have to make our voices heard. We have to make our points heard, and our ideas known, or else we're going to lose. We're going to lose this generation of kids because mostly it's kids who use TikTok. And if they don't hear from us, they're going to hear from trannies or furries or whatever demon-worshipping...
These people right here,
Very
this
true.
person right here,
Whatever
pop up that picture.
demon-worshipping,
I'll remember and
disgusting
post.
degenerates are going to show up, and they're going to influence these kids instead. Now, look, the Republican Hype House, 1.2 million. It's not that many followers on TikTok. Like, quite frankly, it sounds like a big number. It's really not.
Yeah.
But we still need to be there. We really do. And unfortunately, we're not. And one of the reasons we're not is because conservatives for a long time now have been totally okay with companies censoring us because, oh, it's a free market.
Don't
they can
tread
do whatever
on me.
they want.
Don't
Yeah,
tread
don't
on
tread
me.
on me. Don't tread on me. Completely ceding our freedom of speech in the new public sphere. And it's very scaring stuff. It's really disgusting stuff that I hate to hear from conservatives. It makes me angry.
Yeah,
you are going to sacrifice everything. You're going to sacrifice your ability to speak because you need to be on social media. It's the 21st century. It's 2021. You need to be on social media. But because of your free market principles, you're just going to let us die? Are you serious? You don't care about anything.
I mean, and that goes with every situation. Like, don't take my guns, but back the blue. The blue is going to come take your guns.
Very true.
Like, Don't tread on me. Don't tread on me. This mindset can get played into any situation, and it never turns out
You
well.
know, I love how memes can articulate things really well.
Very
And
true.
people might be like, "Oh, it's just a meme. It's just a meme, bro."
That's
Dude,
because for something to be
what's-
funny, there has to be truth.
Yeah,
behind
there
it.
has to be truth behind it. And you know, I think it was it on your story, that one where it's like, you know, if we use any government, we're just as bad as the left. And it's the guy who's like, really, and someone's like right next to them dead, like they're tied up or whatever.
Yeah. You
It's-
know, if we use the government to enforce freedom of speech on social media platforms, then that's going to set a precedent, and the left is going to use that against us. And also, that makes us no better than the left, who likes to kill babies and worship Satan. Idiot! You're a moron. Shut up. Okay? Shut up. You shouldn't speak. I should sew your mouth shut like Deadpool and Wolverine. All right? Listen. They're already doing that to us. You don't seem to understand. You don't get it yet because you're a boomer or a autist, but
And it's not even
they're
like
already doing it to us. And because we don't do it back, because we don't protect ourselves, we just let it happen because don't tread on me.
But if you do that, you're too extreme, bro. You're too extreme.
And this isn't
you
like-
guys are fascists.
anything new. Like, this has been happening for years on years on years and years. And just no one has stood up and said, hey, maybe we should take a stand for ourselves and don't just go with the don't tread on me private business.
Biggest failure of Donald Trump. Biggest failure of Donald Trump not doing anything about big tech censorship until it was too late and he was banned himself. The president of the United States, when a corporation becomes more powerful than the president of the United States. It's lovely stuff. It's lovely stuff. I love this country. I really do. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great.
But you know, ending on that note, don't forget to
Drop a like, comment, subscribe,
Yeah,
turn on
you to go
post
into that.
noties.
We got a little heated in this video. It's
We
been a very
did.
black pilling week, but give us some white pills by subscribing.
True.
All right? We're
If
gonna
you guys
come
wanna
back.
support
The
us-
KGB is the future. This is how we're going to save the country. This is how we save the conservative movement and be successful because we're based, we're epic. Normie cons aren't. And yeah.
It's so true. And we're going to have a link in our bio. We have our Discord in there, Instagram, all of our social medias. Go in there. Come say hi to us. You know,
yeah.
tell us some topics you'd want covered.
Yes, 100%. Please do.
Yeah. Give us recommendations.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well,
See you next
see
week,
you guys in
boyos.
the next week. It's gonna be weekly, every Friday. Yeah, I think that's
That was
good.
good.